Hey Libra, it's Honey Priestess. Welcome back to my channel. This is going to be your general reading for December 2019, but if you are not a Sun, Moon, Venus, or Rising in Libra, or this is not December 2019, but you were still guided here, you're still in the right place. All the information you need is going to be in the description box below. I'm super sick, and I sound crazy, and I hope that you won't run away from that today, okay? A lot of readings have been about endings and just really powerful, major things we got to do before we step into the new decade. New year and new decade, there is a real energy shift, not just the concept and beauty and idea of it, it's real. So some heavy things need to be closed out, some big moves need to be made. For some people, that's resting, which I think we're going to get to. For other people, that's doing something. But whatever you... just take it to heart that this message is really, really important to internalize. If you feel like it resonates, it's really important to internalize and act upon in order to go into the next decade the way that you want to. Okay, so we have first card, Journey. Okay, it's number 2, Community, 7. Door to Personal Healing and Happiness, 34, breaking down to a 7. Door to Value, 31, breaking down to a 4. Bottom of the deck, we have Rest and Rejuvenation, 19, breaking down to 20 or 2. Underneath that, Healer of the Ages, 51, breaking down to a 6. And underneath that, Deceit, 25, breaking down to a 7. Okay. During my shuffling, I was like, oh, Libra, you're going to be okay. And then when I pulled out these cards, I was like, all right. Some of you guys are tired. I am not saying that in a, I just really hope I can communicate how tired I mean. Like, this is a cellular level tiredness, like chronically exhausted. And I mean, it's so total, guys. I just felt bad for you. It's mental, it's emotional, it's physical, it's spiritual. You're just at this point where you're like, wow, I don't have anything for anybody. Like, period. I'm done. I'm tapped. You guys got what you got out of me for the year. Don't ask me for shit else. You might have told people that. Don't ask me for shit else. I don't have it. Don't ask me for $1. Don't ask me for a dime. Even your closest friends probably can't reach you like that. And you are certainly not holding space for any goddamn body at this time. Not without pushing yourself to. And if you're pushing yourself to, it's for very select people. At very select moments. You're done this year, man. You're done. And if nobody talking about you getting loved on, you getting money, or you getting left alone, taken to a spa, getting taken out on a shopping spree, like, if you are not directly benefiting from this, you don't want it. You're not sacrificing nothing else for anybody else. It's deep. It's a deep tiredness. This has been a year for you. Some of you guys are physically planning to move very soon. And I feel like this is something you've had to come to terms with. And even if this is geographical, even if this is not a geographical relocation, it's still physical, like a job. Like, you have to leave this job. And you know you have to leave this job. And you got to figure it out by the end of the year. You might have even told yourself, either whether I get a job or not by the end of the year, I'm leaving this one. Like, I can't take this to 2020. Like, you are feeling the weight of it being, like, completely not a discussion whatsoever at all, ever, to stay where you're at. If you guys are moving away because of a relationship, like, some of you guys are just like, hey, it's tired here. Like, where I'm at, it's not cute. I'm not happy. I gotta go. If that is due not just to the geographical location, but to a relationship, if you realize this is dead, and I want it to be something it's not going to be, but another year of what the fuck I just went through after everything I'd already been through is just really unrealistic. You might really be considering that or deciding on that right now. And it's overwhelming. It's like you got to make the move within the next, within the first 3 to 4 months of the year. I'll even say 2 to 4 months of the year. You really have to make a move of 2020. Okay, 2020. You know that you have to move, and it's a lot to take in. I feel like wherever you're at, you might have just moved there. Just move there, or just put, even if you didn't just move there, you put in your all, okay? Even if it's a job, you've put in everything you can put in. You don't have anything left. And even if, like, you do have something left, but you are coming to terms with the fact that it's like, I'm tapped. And I think, Libra, you know that even when you're tapped, you can push through that to do more and to make something else happen. Like, you have an ability, but you are really just saying this here isn't worth that. Even if you want it to be, it's not worth it. Like, your life might have been real mundane, real boring, real just like, is this it? Like, is this really it? And so whatever drastic change you have to make, you got to make, baby. Period. Like, period. I think some of you guys are missing friends. And if you aren't missing friends, it's like wherever you're at, you don't have a story. Okay, so this is for people who are in relationships, or not just people who are in relationships. This is just for people who've been working too goddamn hard. You've either lost touch with a lot of friends, or you're physically in a space, like geographically, you're somewhere where a lot of your friends aren't. Excuse me, if it's not that, you don't really have that many friends around you, not really close friends. I think you're longing for a community of friends. I think you're longing for a community in general, just being involved in the community, being immersed in it, having a community you're comfortable in, that people know you, that people appreciate you, that people value you, that you can add to you. There's, like, community is quite, you don't have enough around you. It's like normal people aren't expected, or should not be expected. I don't want to say anybody who doesn't need this is abnormal, but I just feel like you're the kind of person who needs to get out, who needs to explore, who needs experience, who needs interactions with people is healthy for you. And you're realizing, wow, I don't have that here. And I need that to thrive. I think you're ready to just enjoy life again, right? It might have been so much about working. It's like you're sitting here and you're like, I need to enjoy myself. I need to get involved with things I'm happy with. I need people around me who I'm happy to be around, who I can go out with, who I enjoy. Like, it's just been too boring. It's been too serious. And Libras can get serious and get down to business, but they don't like not having fun, guys. Like, whatever you put all your weight into just did not pan out for a lot of you. And that's not to say that people who have been healing, like, nothing's working out for you on a healing level. I think it's more so saying you might have put a lot of energy into a person, into a job, into a situation, until acting happy, until getting to the next day, until for all those, but into just making the best of what you can and getting your work done. And you're just hitting a cap where you're like, I have put so much work in. Okay, this could even be school. It's not going to be a job, but I mean, your job might be a student. There's been so much work put in, and I don't see enough out of that, except the fact that something has to change. The one thing you got out of putting all of that work in is seeing that it doesn't suit you very well. Something has to change about it. Right? And so this is shifting the trajectory of your life in a really, really big way. Just you simply deciding, this is not okay. I can't live like this. I won't thrive this way. This is not sustainable. You're getting pushed to a point where you have to do something else. You have to stop thinking about that person. You have to cut them off. You have to You have to make more money. You have to invest in something that makes you happy. You have to cut back the amount of time that you give people. You have to cut back the amount of time or the amount of classes you take. You have to cut back just the energy that you put into certain people, because it's just a black hole. It doesn't give back to you. You have to stop whatever you're doing. God, I cannot say that enough. And you know it, finally. Some of you guys are coming to grips with it. Some of you guys have been coming to grips with it for a while, but December is hitting you really different. Just can't give everybody and everything what you could before. And it's revolutionary for you. Because I don't think you've ever stopped and honored yourself before. Not like this. This is like growth. This is maturity. You have to get pushed to the point of tapping out. I don't think people understand how hard it is for Libras to tap out. They don't do it. They don't do it in love. They don't do it in work. They don't tap out. They go harder. When they tap out, they go into reserves. I think you use up your reserves. Thank God. Because it's time to go, guys. This rest of rejuvenation is healer in the ages. I think you guys are going to have really powerful experiences in meditation, okay? Some of you guys, whoa. Some of you guys are going to be like laid out on your bed thinking about how you feel, how tired you are, how much you hate this shit, how much you've gone through in this year, and you might just cry. I mean, it may not be that exact imagery, but it's this time where you just sit and you go, wow, wow. And you just cry and you're like, I'm ready to be released from this. I have to do something else. And it's just like, it's almost like prayer that comes out of nowhere, right? Like you just start praying it's like your soul starts praying for you. You don't know where it's coming. You're just like, God, I need reprieve. I need help. I need healing. I need rest. I need rejuvenation. Like, please heal me. Please come. Bring me peace. Bring me joy. Bring me whatever. I will get up and I will make this change, but I need healing. I need rest. And it's like you guys have a really powerful experience. Some of you guys might literally feel angels working on you. Some of you guys, you can call it what you want to call it, God's hands. Maybe you just feel tingly. Maybe you see angels or hear angels. Or you just know something else is happening. It's a very, very divine experience. I just want to say that. But it's like you feel them working on you. It might even be, even if it's on that moment of rest and rejuvenation, it may be while you're sleeping. So whether you dream about it happening or know it's happening in your sleep, or you just wake up and you feel a different kind, you just feel rested, and it's different. Some of you guys might knock out for an insane amount of time. It might inconvenience some of you, but I don't think it's going to inconvenience all of you. But it's like, okay, when I say inconvenience, like it might be like, oh, I'm late to work. But for some of you, it might be like, wow, it's a Friday night. People want to go out. I don't want to go out. I just really need to be alone. And you might just go and you might not wake up for like 12 hours. So you're going to be like, whoa. But you wake up and you feel different. Like you guys are having some kind of experience like that. But you have to be, it comes with that surrender. And I feel like it's something you can't force. It's a very organic moment. Okay. And I think when it happens to you, it might be like, huh? Like right now, just hearing me talk about it, but when it happens, it'll be really powerful. This Deceit card at the bottom of it. Some of you guys have, not some of you guys, yeah, some of you guys. Some of you guys are dealing with people who don't want you to leave. So if you're in a relationship, you're not going to have somebody who's going to be like, oh, you want to break up with me and move? Great. You're not going to like it. Some of you guys are at a job that's just been draining you and they don't want you to leave, right? So they might sell you something. Oh, well, if we don't want to lose you, so we can give you these perks or this raise, go. I don't care what they give you, go. The environment is bad, guys. The relationship is bad. Whatever I'm picking up on, it's not good for you. If it's a relationship, it might be like, oh, well, things are going to change. I'm just figuring things out. Or No, I really, really do want to do this, and blah, 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 things can get better. It's just been a rough time, or, I can come and I can give this to you, and I want to do right by you, but just something's off. Like, I don't care how good the offer is, guys, and I think even in how good of an offer it is for you, you still are going to feel hesitant. And if you feel hesitant, I don't care if it sounds good to you. If there's something about you that's like, wow, I really want to believe this, but something is pulling you back, that hesitance, don't ignore it. It means go. Now, if you full throttle, like, yeah, no, that sounds great, fine. But if you feel, and I mean even a little bit of, oop, I don't think I want to do that. Oops, something feels off. I still want to go. You follow that. It could be literally this fucking big. This fucking big. You run with it. Okay? That's a lot to get off some damn oracle cards and fucking clarify anything. Let's clarify. Yeah, I don't need to worry about journeying. I'm hearing I need to worry about community. So let's clarify community. That's a lot, Libra. That's a lot. Whoa. Some of you guys you guys are changing not changing friend groups, but again, some of you guys are moving, so you're building new communities. Some of you guys are helping to rebuild your friendships. Some of you guys are restructuring who your friends are. Like, maybe you had main people there in the beginning of the year, not here right now. All right. It is what it is. Like, you just need people that understand your transition and understand where you're headed. And it's going to take some really hard reflection and saying, wow, like, you, as much as it hurts or it feels awkward or it feels bad, you can't be here. Or you can't have the same role in my life that you used to. This could be family, guys. I'm just letting you know. I'm saying friends, but it could be relationships or partners. It could be family. Some of you guys are going to be really hard because this is like a marriage situation. Like, you might have to separate or divorce this person. Might be kids involved. Might be something like that. All right, y'all. It's going to be that's why I heard it's going to be okay, because y'all got a lot on your mind, I see. I'll mention that later. Okay, I'll mention it now. Some of you guys, when you leave a job, are worried about money, especially if you don't have a job lined up waiting for you. You're going to be like, oh my God, whatever. Don't worry about it. Actually, across the board, I feel like you guys are headed towards a more lucrative future. Whether you leave a job or you leave somebody, have to find another job, or have to move somewhere else. I mean, I feel like there's a lot more money in your pocket wherever you're going. I'm a Capricorn. You can't talk to me because I'm going to tell you that's the way to go regardless. Spirit, please clarify community for Libra. Spirit, please clarify community for Libra. They more shuffles. Spirit. Whoa. I can't do this right now, y'all. I can't do all these cards. I'll take this, though. Gotta work with my sagacity. Please clarify community. Spirit, please clarify community for Gemini. Last shuffle. Spirit, please clarify for Gemini. That was a slip for Libra. Okay. Got a card of Gemini right here. So I have Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the Six of Swords. Bottom of the deck, I have Four of Swords. Underneath that, I have the Wheel of Fortune. Underneath that, I have the Five of Pentacles. Excuse me. Like I said, everybody can't go, boo-boo. Everybody can't go where you're going. And I think you're having a very sobering realization about that right now. Everybody can't go. Things have to change drastically. And I think for a lot of Libras, as it would have it, because relationships and things, A lot of you guys are renegotiating friendships and your relationships. Because you're finally, I feel like that for the first time, really looking and saying, this isn't working. Even if it's not relationships, it's contracts, okay? Soul contracts or legal, physical contracts, whatever legal obligation you have to your job or whatever the case might be. You're looking at contracts and you're saying, no, I have to renegotiate this for my benefit. This is not something I'm tied to. I don't work for you, or at least I don't need to work for you. I don't need to accommodate. It's kind of like, instead of like getting taken for a ride with life, you're trying to figure out how to drive the fucking boat in the direction that's best for you. You know? You realize there's no shackles on you. And it's about time you put that energy into yourself. This community, guys, you guys are going to be looking for like-minded people. Okay? You're going to be looking for mature people. This is going to be hard. Okay? Because some people that are in your life right now just aren't where you are. They're just not transitioning. They're just not healing. They're just not growing the same way. You're just not maturing the same way. The job where you're at, it's just not going to grow you. It's just what it is. I feel it's almost like a sense of you've outgrown people. Okay? And that's not to make anyone feel superior or better than anyone. It's just what it is. There is somebody who is just, there's somebody who's a lot more stuck than you. And that is hitting for someone. That's hitting for a few of you. There are just some people that are a lot more stuck than you are. And I feel like you've shared their pain or you've held space for their pain or whatever the case. And you realize, some of y'all are just not where I'm at. No shade. All tea. You're just not where I'm at. I don't think I'm better than you guys, but it's just what it is. Some of you guys are going to have to admit to yourselves that there are people who are really dead weight. And you try to ignore it because you want everyone to come with you, blah, blah, blah. And you don't want them to feel bad about themselves or feel like you're treating them as if they're inferior. But they're just not on your level. I'm not going to say... I don't want the visual to be as if you're on your high horse. But, sweetie, if this is vibration 1, level 1, you're like on level 3. They're here. Like, we're literally not on the same level. We ain't got to look at it as who's higher than the other. It's just we're not in the same place. You could have looked at it this way. Don't look like somebody's above or behind or whatever. It's just what it is. You're just not in the same place. Some of you guys are going to be breaking soul contracts, but I'm telling you, you're moving towards one. I think that's what's making it so hard. Some of you guys are literally walking away from soulmates. And that doesn't mean that you're necessarily... Some of you guys have to break up with these people, right? Some of you guys have to really, formally say, this ain't it. I can't talk to you like that anymore. I still love you, but it's not that. Some of you guys, again, fully break up. But some of you guys don't necessarily have to do that. It's just how you guys move is going to be different. And at some point, you're going to have to explain yourself. You're going to have to explain yourself. Some of you guys are going to have to tell somebody you're too attached to me. I can't do it. Or I care about you too much to be around me. Because you fucking my shit up. Anyway, I kind of got lost now. What I'm saying is that you guys are walking away from soulmates. Across the board, you guys are walking away from soulmates. Maybe this was even the perfect job for you. And you were so excited, blah, 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 and it just has soured. You gotta go. Maybe this is a whole career path. You gotta break up with it. Or you gotta adjust it somehow. Maybe it's a goal. I thought I was gonna do this in 2-3 years. I can't do that to myself. It's going to take 5 or 6. It's It's that kind of energy, and it's just something you didn't foresee coming, or you did foresee by now, but not in the beginning. You just thought it was a match made in heaven. Gotta go where you gotta go. But it's time to build the community that you want and that you need. And I think the minute that you do that, everything works out. But you're gonna leave somebody in the cold. You're gonna leave something in the cold. You're going to fully abandon something. Semi-fully for some, but fully in that you're making a very, very clear choice. That's not something Libras do easily, okay? But it has to be done. It has to be done. And if you stay here, everything you do will crumble. Everything about you will rot. I am not kidding. I know that sounds dramatic. I am serious. It won't work. It's literally going to physically break you down. You do not have to believe me, but if you try it out for yourself, you're going to see physically it's going to wear you down. You are not going to be well. You're not going to be healthy after a while because it's that deeply affecting you. You are not feeling this exhausted for fucking nothing, guys. It's serious. We're going to clarify door to value. Yeah, I think that's going to be it. I don't feel a need to elaborate on deceit. Some of you guys might be interested in that. I don't think it matters. I think you should go. And I think you'll know when something's shifty or something's off. Go. If you don't want to listen to yourself, that's on you. But I'm not about to clarify that and get into all these crazy ass details for no damn reason. Doesn't matter. You're leaving. I'm going to speak that over you. You're leaving. You're moving on. You're renegotiating your contracts. You're doing life different. You're honoring yourself. 2024 and forward, period. You guys have love coming in. Some of you guys have major love coming in. Like 2020. Some of you guys 2021, but a number of you guys 2020. But especially like the people who are moving. Yeah, if you have to move, depending on how long it takes you to adjust, I feel like you're going to adjust really well wherever you end up going if you make the right decision. And I think you're going to be growing and enjoying that and just enjoying life. And then 2021, somebody's going to come in. Some of you guys, yeah. It might not be 2021. Like, you might meet this person in 2020, but I feel like in 2021, everyone who is resonating with this right now is going to know who their person is. That may seem like a long ways away, but I don't think you've ever really enjoyed life enough to not care about who you're around. And I think that's what's going to be very interesting about this period. Like, you're going to be a lot less pressed for relationships, for love relationships, romantic relationships. You're going to be a lot less pressed. Because I feel like this is going to be the first time ever, or at least in a while, that you've really immersed yourself in a community, and you really immerse yourself in your work, and immerse yourself in what you're doing, and committed yourself to enjoying life and being well and being happy. It may suck to hear now, but you're really not going to notice it. It's going to be that good. Some of you guys just going to be dating and fucking. I mean, hey, man. Shit. That's the life. Money and sex and free food. You can't talk to a Capricorn about this. Don't talk to me. Spirit, please verify door to value for Libra. Please verify door to value for Libra. 2 more shuffles. Please verify door to value for Libra. Interesting card. I don't know why I would say Pisces. It's actually an Aquarius card. Look at that. Like I told you. Star, 2 of Cups, Wands, 9 of Wands, and Temperance. Bottom of the deck, Hermit, 9 of Swords, King of Wands. Yeah. Some of you guys have been in absolute agony. Some of you guys have really it's been you sitting with yourself, just tortured over shit for a really long time. And maybe you dress it up and make it real for the public, but This is a lot of time being like stressed, anxious, tortured, upset, unhappy, overthinking everything, trying to figure out the right way to do things, and you just let it go. Right? You've been putting up a front, but you finally just let it go and you say, no, I'm actually going to go after what I want. And it just, wow. You take the leap of faith, you go after what you want, and everything just comes in. It's like you finally give it to God. Fine, it's not working out. Fine, I hate this. Fine, I'm miserable. Fine, I'm tired. Fine, 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 fine. I don't have anything left. And I'm not begrudgingly surrendering. I'm fully surrendering. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm fully surrendering because I'm ready for this. I need a miracle. I'm ready for happiness. I'm ready for healing. I'm telling you, that moment where you guys are resting and you feel angels around you, you feel them working on you, or you just wake up rested. Even if you're not consciously aware of what's going on, just know it's some deeply, it's like angels healing you, ancestors literally working on you. I mean, it's really deep. It's really beautiful. You're going to feel it. You're going to feel it before the end of the year. I mean, I'm getting like the last week of December. Some of you guys, it's just going to be like 2020 is just really going to be like on your ass. And it's going to be like what you need right before you go to 2020. Definitely take rest whenever you can. But it's going to be a very organic moment. You don't have to force it. Even if it's not, I think it's going to be in December. Yeah, it's going to be December. I'm sorry. For people who are watching this, I feel like you'll feel like if you're not watching this in December, if you're watching this later and it still resonates, there's going to be a time and you're going to kind of know it's going to come at the right time. You know what I'm saying? So don't be pressed if it's not December. Like, it's still going to come at the right time for you. And you'll feel it and you'll know it and it'll feel like a new beginning. Like, you'll know that it happened on such a deep level because it was time for a new beginning and it's just the last thing you needed. It was the energy you needed. Like I said, you guys are walking towards money and relationships. I mean, not just romantic. That's going to come in a really big way. I feel like your next person is going to be wow. But even still, you're going to be walking into, I don't know, it's almost like you're just going to be like building your dream, right? And it's going to be very, very supported. And it's just going to be beautiful. Like, and you're going to have so much more trust in God and the universe and where you're headed. You're going to have a lot more faith in where you're headed. You're going to be a lot more sure about it. And it's going to be done at your pace, with respect to your energy. It's going to honor your energy. This just feels like you're going to be happy, like really deeply peaceful, happy, graceful, just not stressed. Wow, what a life. Obviously, stress is natural sometimes, with how life goes, but you're just going to live a completely different experience. I mean, there's a lot of gratitude here. It's almost like you're just living in gratitude because it's just everything's going to work out. And you're ready for that. Let's get some advice for you guys, okay? Thank you for working with me. I don't know if my energy is low. I don't feel like low in energy in the sense of I don't feel like doing the readings. It's just literally like I'm just sick. Like, my body's just tired, Oh, Libra. It's gonna be okay. I'm telling you, when I first started shuffling these cards, it's like my body felt lighter, but it was like, God, you're gonna be okay. Like, I see why. It's almost like everything's just getting lifted off, and you're just like, okay, it's gonna be all right. We're going to figure out how to do life a new way. It's going to work out. Family going to have to get this work. People going to have to get blocked. People going to have to understand you can't call me after this time. People going to understand don't call me with your problems. People going to understand, listen, I can't do 1,000,001 things at once. I don't care if you can and you don't like how I'm doing it. I have to do it my way. It's just, I have to look out for myself because none of y'all niggas was really doing it. Y'all just wanted me to show up in this relationship the way you wanted me to. You wanted me to finish school and do all this. You wanted me to do this. You just wanted the work. You wanted the productivity. Y'all were looking out for me. I'm looking out for me now. And I'm happy to do it. I'm finally happy and willing to fully do that in a way I haven't before. And if y'all gonna be mad, hate to see it, but I don't even mind the pain because I'm ultimately gonna let it roll off my back because this is deep. You ain't never been here before, Libra. You ain't ever felt like this before, but it is liberating to say the least. All right, I gotta finish up with y'all because I gotta move on to Aquarius and I gotta get to sleep, period. Okay? It's a beautiful reading, that. All right. Spirit, what advice do you have for Libra for December 2019? Spirit, what advice do you have for Libra? Look at that. Spirit, what advice do you have for Libra for December 2019? Last shuffle. Spirit, what advice do you have for Libra? Hold on, y'all. Yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah. So I have Shine, card 19. This is the Sun card in Tarot. Sadness and Isolation. This is the Three of Swords in Tarot. Seek the Truth. I have it reversed. I don't really read reversals, but I feel like it's important. Well, with this deck, I don't really read reversals, but I think it's important sometimes. Anyway, this is the Seven of Swords reversed in Tarot. And then I have Embrace. This is the World, 21. This is the World in Tarot. At the bottom of the deck, I have Third Eye Chakra. Another 6. Okay, yeah, you guys need to know that you're coming into form. This is the way that you're supposed to live your life, and you're really building a foundation for how your life is going forward. That's why it's really, really deep for this to happen now, for you to make your decisions, very clear-headed decisions now. Write down what they mean to you. I mean, be solid on them so that when they're challenged, you're not guessing. I don't think that you're going to be guessing much anyway. You might feel conflicted, but I think it's just pain. But you guys need to realize that what you're building right now is very, very, it's for the long term. It's literally setting the foundation for your life. This is one of those pivotal moments where your mindset could literally, I mean, this type of change in the way that you walk and the way that you move does not happen often in life. It's very, very rare. You know, I want to say it's like a quarter life crisis or a midlife crisis, but it's like it's at a critical point of your life. This is a critical turning point in your life, so you need to do this right. Don't worry about how things are going to turn out. Just go. Just go, man. I'm trying to tell you, some of you guys are trying to move the right way or think about this or think about that person, how it's going to hurt them, how it's going to hurt you, blah, blah. Now, knowing if it's going to work out, I mean, you got to take a leap of faith. It's just that type of time you got to be on, okay? It's going to be painful for some of you. For all of you. You're going to have some painful losses. You're going to have to renegotiate, like I said, those contracts with certain people. Either you cutting them off or you saying, I can't show up for you like this anymore. But whatever the case is, you're choosing yourself over somebody in a way that you haven't before, and they're going to take it personally. That's what it is. That's the nature of what you're doing right now, okay? It's okay to hurt people's feelings if it means looking out for yourself. It's not okay to continue sacrificing yourself so that they don't get their feelings hurt. You need to know that. The truth isn't always pretty. It's not always cute. You should be mindful of your words and the way you talk to people, because I feel like some of you guys can come off really condescending or like you're looking down on people. And some of you guys honestly might be doing that. So check yourself there. You should really humble yourself, because life will humble you hard. That's just, I mean, I feel guided to say that, but that is my personal advice. Like, you really got to check yourself. But, some people are going to feel very, very betrayed. Some people are going to feel very, very hurt. But I feel like you've been deeply betraying yourself, and I feel like they've deeply betrayed you and hurt you in a number of ways that you are just choosing to let go. You're not even bringing it up. You're just like, hey, this is what it is. You might not have brought it up before, and it's just like, listen, you're not going to understand. I don't really have the time to explain it. It's my personal choice. This is the explanation I'm giving you. I know that's a lot for you to deal with, but you need to understand you're not incurring karma. You're not doing the wrong thing because you're hurting people. It's just the breaks, okay? But you need to do that in order to fully embrace your happiness, and I think it's coming in 2020. I think you're going to be building it. I feel like 2020 is just a beautiful year of really being present. I feel presence. Being present and enjoying life and experiencing it the way that you want to, really being detailed about the way that you're crafting it. And it's like 2021, 2022, it's like you built something so beautiful. And it was a joy each step of the way. I love that energy for you guys. Please continue to trust your intuition. Don't doubt it, not for 1 second. Even if you do doubt it, still follow it, okay? I love you guys so much. Make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. Have a great holiday season. I think that's going to be it. I'll check you guys in 2020. Have a great rest of the year. Love you guys. Bye.